It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Broncos on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Tremont Smith. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense, but to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, shoves him aside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now he gets it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at it, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, the numbers for Mostert a week ago, 23 carries, 81 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Water. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert down at the 25. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Tua gets this one to Hill. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches will put these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How why did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. A beautiful fake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. For Kenner here, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Caught left side, Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. It was Raheem Mostert, the veteran, who did some damage in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a give to Mostert running right. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's 3rd and short. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense has been looking to keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that could...
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors. Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just don't have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 38.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he gets it down to the 32.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Durham Smythe from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this returnable for Hill.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
2 and out, running right on the option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
He's got a man, complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Now Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Marr on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
second down. Here's Mostert again.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.